What up, man? Bill here. Happy Thursday to everybody. It's my Saturday. I'd say it's around 1 p.m. I've been out here running for the last hour. I did 4.2 miles in 1 hour and 2 minutes. About an hour because I walked from my truck down to here. So about 4 miles and 4.25 miles in about an hour. And it's probably like 74, 73 degrees out here. Santa Ana riverbed here. Beautiful day, as you can see, as usual. Not a cloud in the sky this time. So the run was pretty good. I wasn't getting any euphoric feelings, but you know, it felt a little bit like a struggle for some reason today. I slept in today. I didn't get up till like almost 8 a.m. and was pretty lethargic this morning. Got up, had some coffee, what else? I had some breakfast, and then I laid down for maybe a half hour after that and was feeling, you know, like I could lay there all day because it was feeling good just to lay there. And I was like, man, I can't do this. I can't just lay here like this on my day off, because I know what would happen. I would fall asleep, and then I'd sleep for 2 or 3 hours, and then you know, most of my morning would be gone then, and then I would, you know, just waste half my day just barely getting going, you know. So I got up, took a shower, and got ready and came out here and did my run, my 4-mile run. It's a little bit warm. Felt kind of lethargic, heavy, but I got it done. I had to push myself a little bit, and you know, that's how it's kind of been that way all week for me. For some reason, I still got a ways to go, but you know, I was out here running, jogging. I'm just like thinking of, you know, the reasons why I'm out here doing this. And the number one reason is to keep my health, you know, be as healthy as I can, so I can survive, man, you know. And that's the number one reason, man, so I can stay healthy, so I can work, so I can survive and not have to struggle too much or have some kind of a health issue that just screws up my whole life, you know. And that is the number one reason, for my health, so I can function, so I can survive. That's the number one reason, you know. Number two reason, because not only for my health, but it's for my mental health too, you know. So I can feel better and look better and have something that I'm doing for myself, you know. I mean, the contrast was crazy. I mean, sitting around drinking beer all the time, you know, my whole life was revolving around beer and weed or whatever. I mean, a couple of years ago, you know, my life was evolving around that, you know what I mean? So luckily I got that out, but still I had the problem with alcohol and, you know, every once in a while THC. But, you know, even that came to a head to where it's like, you know what, this stuff is, it will be the demise of me because I can't control it. You know, it not only it's not my personality is kind of addictive, you know, and also, you know, just the way our society is, alcohol, a lot of it's got alcohol involved, and you know, with the addictive personality and alcohol being on every corner around here, you know, it's just, there's just no way I can I don't know, I can't say there's no way, but you know, I just don't want to have to deal with, you know, all the stuff that comes with it. Like I said in a million of my other videos, you know, the hangovers, the weight gain, the skin problems, the money, spending on it, you know. Hang on one second, hang on. Had to flagellate real quick. But anyways, let me turn it around. Just a lot of reasons. And you know, I want to look good too, man. I want my body to look good. I want my my energy to be good. You know, just the whole direction I was going was gonna not work. You know, the way I was before, just my whole life evolving around alcohol and beer and, you know, weed. And, you know, that as long as I was doing that, there's a lot greater chance that I was going to relapse into the other. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to have to deal with all the stuff that comes with it. I don't want to have to deal with that addiction. So, you know, that's why I stopped. I got a year and 3 weeks, no alcohol. 2 years and 3 weeks, no drugs now. And I have no intention on going back. But you know, even after a year and 3 weeks, there's still these little tricks that your brain will every once in a while try to pull on you, you know? And it usually is something that triggers. Seeing something, or talking to somebody, or remembering times in the past where I did have fun with alcohol. Don't get me wrong. And I remember those times too. And those are triggers now to me at sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes those are triggers to me, thinking about, you know, the fun I had with alcohol. And now, you know, all that's been cut out because my whole life, I mean, you got to think about it. My whole social life I had to do with beer, alcohol, and weed. You know, going to breweries, drinking beers online with my friends, doing videos, beer reviews. I mean, my whole life evolved around beer, and it was my life for years. I mean, I did beer reviews for a few years, man. And so, you know, I got really involved with it. And then, like, I started having my health issues. And then I also started getting older, you know, and like everything just started hitting me. That I can't continue to do that, you know. And I know that if I tried to do it like socially or just occasionally, or tried to drink daily by, you know, controlling it, it just leads to the addiction, the abuse, the alcohol abuse. Again, eventually it will, because that's just how it is with me. I can't maintain control over beer, alcohol, and pretty much everything else. Weed, speed, all that stuff. You know, they're all like, all of them are, they're just like gateways to addiction and stuff, and drug and alcohol abuse for me. So, you know, as long as I'm able to stay away from it and keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to do it, because it's what I should be doing. And you know, that's just another reason that's not for me, but it is a reason for me that I have to not drink and do drugs. Is for, you know, I want my mom to be proud of me, even though my dad's not here with me anymore. I'd still would want him, you know, if he is somehow still, you know, able to know what I'm doing. I doubt it, but, you know, just saying, like, you know, if a mini bike, if he were to know what happened to me after he left this planet, I would want him to be proud of me. You know, I'd want him to be proud that I am doing what I'm doing, you know? And I'm gonna do this as long as I can. Like I said in my other videos, I don't know if I'll be sober for the rest of my life, but I'm gonna be sober for now, okay? I just don't know the future of me when it comes to drugs and alcohol. You know, like I said in my other video, I might smoke weed again. I might drink beer again someday. I can't tell right now. I don't want to ever do hard drugs, but I even can't guarantee that, you know? I'm just saying, I'm trying to keep it 100 here. But as long as I can and want to, I'm gonna stay sober and clean. And I'm gonna try to keep my health good as long as I possibly can, you know? Because the more the merrier when it comes to this. And you know, I am struggling with certain things still, like loneliness, isolation, not feeling like I'm having fun in life. I'm still struggling with that. I'm not having a lot of fun because it's just all work. You know, I get tired of repeating myself, but this is what it is. It's all work. Work, chores, working on myself. It's all work. And I'm not having like a lot of fun. I'm not having a miserable time either though. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's just a bunch of things that are making life the way it is. And you know, when I look at my life, it is what it is because it is what it is. I made it what it is. And you know, it could be a hell of a lot worse too if I'd not stopped certain things that I was doing. You know, I'm pretty certain that if I'd have kept going with the way things I was doing to myself, I would be in really bad shape right now. I doubt I would be out here doing this and functioning as good as I am, you know? So, you know, to make my mom proud, to make my dad proud, you know, there's other reasons. You know, I don't want to be that guy, you know, that if I go first or, you know, if my mom goes first, I don't want her to worry about me because I'm like an alcoholic or a drug addict or both, you know. I don't want my mom to have to worry about that. I want her to feel like, you know, if she's gonna go or if I go, that, you know, I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay, you know. And part of the reason I'm doing this is for my mom too, and for my dad. Even though he's not here, I still would want him to know that, you know, I'm okay and I'll be okay. And, you know, those are just some of the reasons that I guess it is for me, but it's for my mom too, and my dad, and anybody that cares about me. You know, I want to have my life in control, so I'll know I'll be okay, and the people that care about me know I'll be okay, because if I'm not okay, you know, that's not good for anybody, for myself or anybody that cares about me, you know. And you know, I just don't want to be remembered as, you know, what could be if I kept going with my alcoholism and drugism. You know, I don't want to be remembered as a drug addict, alcoholic. You know, if I go or anybody else goes before me. You know, I want to respect myself, respect my life, have people respect me, and know that I tried the best I could to take care of myself and live my life the best I could, you know, not just throwing it away, screwing myself up on drugs and alcohol, you know. You know, some people are able to enjoy their lives with alcohol and drugs, and I was, to a certain point until it started messing me up, until it started becoming counterproductive for me, you know. So I just kind of wanted to rant on that a little bit. I'm feeling pretty good. Run was a little rough today. I'm gonna go help my buddy today, see what's going on with him. It's my Saturday. I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna just kind of play it by ear. So I appreciate y'all stopping by, and stay tuned for whatevs, and we'll check y'all later. All right, see ya.